episode of Mr. Badger Talks to Utter Scum, and I'm here with a very close friend of mine, Dr. Stephen Strange. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm quite well, thank you. I've had a Weatherspoons.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What did you have?
6 tequilas.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not fit. I feel all right, if you know what I mean, but I feel like I might have some sort of arrhythmia going on.
Yeah, that's going to put some pressure on your delicate heart, isn't it?
It is very delicate nowadays. I won't have a bypass though.
Why not?
Because I quite like the traffic going past my house. So, you don't drink, do you?
I don't know. No.
Fucking weirdo.
I know, it's awful, shitty behaviour.
Yeah. So why is there a reason for you not liking drink, or did you like it too much and had to stop?
I liked it an awful lot, and it made me very slutty. And although that was fun for other people, other people had a lot of good times with that. I just thought, try to cross your legs occasionally, Stephanie, and that's easier sober.
Well, why didn't you just go out and like stick a cork up it and put some tape over it, and then you could just drink and have fun?
Yeah, I suppose I could have worn a sort of adult anti-sex nappy of some kind.
Well, I think wearing a nappy is pretty much anti-sex. That's it.
Any kind of nappy will have the same effect. Yeah.
As soon as you get down to the nappy, the man will. No, that's a lie. The man will still go, "You're having it." That's
yeah.
So you're not here to talk to me about your sexual misadventures thanks to alcohol. You're here to talk to me about Chester Hawkins. Now, what's this?
Chesney Hawkes was a singer. Is still a singer. He's not dead. He's still alive.
Who is?
Chesney Hawkes.
Chesney.
Chesney. Chesney, yeah, Chesney Hawk.
Chesney Hawk, like a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a car. And why is Chesney such a big impact in your life?
Well, I was a very big loser when I was a child. I feel like maybe you were as well, and that explains some things. About it.
I've never been a loser. I'm
really?
A winner.
Yeah. I was a loser, and then that song, The One and Only, came out, and I was like, yeah, I am the one and only. I'm the best. And it.
Are you better than all the rest, though?
No, everyone's the best. That's the message of the song. Everyone is the one and only. We're all individuals.
Isn't the lyrics that he's better than all the rest?
No, that's.
I am the one and only.
Yeah.
Nobody I'd rather be. I am the one and only. Better than all the rest. Simply the best.
You've done a mashup there of. I think that's Tina Turner.
Concertina.
Yeah, Tina Turner.
Concertina's Turner.
Yeah, that's it. Nailed it.
But so. Tina Turner and Chesney Hawkes wrote a song.
Yeah.
And it was about how everybody's the same.
But some people are the best.
Like them transgender weightlifters. They're better, aren't they?
Yeah. There's a lot of debate around that. And it seems very stressful.
There's not much debate. Like, they're better. Because... there's no real debate. You don't see
it's quite measurable.
There's no woman to man transgender weightlifters. Just some little 5 foot. Yeah, I think whilst Mr. Badger supports trans rights, he doesn't support.
Okay.
Yes. So
does Mr. Badger support trans rights?
Mr. Badger does support trans rights. Mr. Badger likes the trans community. Mr. Badger likes all communities. Apart from the Chinese. I'm not.
Oh yeah, well, no one likes the Chinese.
No. Smelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mischievous.
Mischievous is the worst. Yes. So, is Chesney Chinese?
No, he's a white Englishman from Windsor.
Well, in saying that, there's a white Englishman who's recently come out as transracial, hasn't he? And he's Korean,
Is
I think.
there?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, genuinely, Ollie something or other. He's come out as transracial. He said he now identifies as a Korean man.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I don't think that should be allowed.
No. But to make it even worse, and this is where I fully support anybody being what they want to be, but he said he is Korean because he's even had the eyes done. So to me, I would say that in itself is quite racist.
Oh no!
I'll put links to this in the comments for anybody watching. This is a genuine story. But yeah, so Chesney Hawkes isn't transracial.
No, he's just a white guy.
Just a white guy, and you're just a white girl. Is that why you fell for him when you were a teenager?
Yeah, that was the main thing. And also, I've met him now. I did panto with him.
You did panto with Chesney Hawkes?
I did. I touched his face. I stroked his face, and he was fine with it.
Just his face or anything else?
I saw his nipples.
You saw his nipples?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
He was getting changed before the panto, and I went into his dressing room, and there they were. They were everything I dreamed of, really.
You dreamed of nipples?
Only his.
Yeah. Not like pig nipples or something.
No. I might now. They've got a lot of them, I suppose.
Yeah.
If you're into volume rather than quantity rather than quality, I suppose go for a pig nipple.
Have you ever tried pig milk?
No. Have you?
Yeah, it's Moorish.
Is it? Did you get it? Did you get it direct from the source, or was this in a shop?
No, every morning I wake up and there's some in my underpants. So I just squeeze it out my pants into my cup of tea.
Nice.
It's lovely. You don't even have to add salt, you know. It's already in it.
Yum.
Yeah. So
lots of zinc as well. Good to get your zinc in the morning.
It was pink. I don't know about zinc, but
pink.
Yeah, pig's milk is pink. It's got blood in it.
Yeah, that's quite common in older pigs.
Yes.
To have a little bit of blood in there, apparently. That's the thing that happens quite a bit with an older pig.
Did you suck blood out of Chesney's nipples?
Not on that occasion, no.
Oh.
That's it's on my wish list, on my bucket list.
But you've got a bucket?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're learning all sorts about you here today, Dr. Stephen. But what I would like to know is that you were obsessed from his first song that you heard.
Yeah.
Did you carry on following him, or was it just one day you happened to be in a pantomime with him and go, okay, I remember you?
I loved him from when I was 6, and then I wrote a stand-up show about him and did it at the Edinburgh Fringe, where I talked about how he taught me not to be ashamed. And then I contacted him. I emailed him. Actually, no, I tweeted at him and said, do you want to come to my show? And he's not busy. So he was like, that would be great. But he lives in LA, so he Skyped in to the final performance of my show and talked to the audience. And it was the best moment of my life. And then somebody recommended me for the panto and was like, do you want to meet him in person? And I was like, yes, I want to touch him and see his nipples, please.
Yeah. You wanted to hide in his locker and go, oh, sorry, I didn't realise you got naked when someone had sprayed you in hot batter.
Yeah.
That's a rough run. So what was the pantomime?
It was, God, I was so distracted by the nipples, I can't even remember.
Was it just called Chesney's Tits?
No, I think it was Snow White. Yeah, I think it was Snow White, and he was like the prince.
Oh, of course he fucking... They never give parts like that to Asian badgers, you know. Not Asian badgers. I haven't transgendered yet.
No.
Transracial. But
You could be a print.
Yeah, why do they always give the panto bits to like nice-looking people, and the only bits left for people that look like me are like, you know, joke characters? I can't get any serious work.
Yeah, you're just always the light relief, aren't you?
I like light relief.
Yeah. Just a little gentle tugging. Yeah.
Can't get it up now. Dead.
No. It's old, and even when you can, you're just bleeding out of it, aren't you?
Maggots come out of it now.
Really?
Yeah.
That does suggest that it died, though. I feel like that means it's definitely dead.
Yeah. I have to stick a pencil up it if I want it to go hard.
Yeah. Get some scaffolding around it, maybe.
Well, I just put a pencil inside it and then take the end shut so it can't come back out. Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't want that in a children's panto.
Exactly. It's life hack. Yeah. So while we're on that subject, I don't know if you know, but there's a middle section to this new series called Mr. Badger's Corner of Love. What we do is we get a guest on, such as yourself, and we'll talk about sexual or romantic problems. Sometimes people send letters in. Today I'm going to ask you a problem, which is, what's wrong with a child to like Chesney Hawks? Is that
a sexual question?
Probably not. Well, I don't know. It might be at 6 years old. It depends if you're around me or not. What at 6 years old made you fall in love with Chesney Hawks? Not that I'm asking for tips or anything.
Well, I was very lonely and probably vulnerable. So vulnerable is the key, I think.
Yes, I mentioned that. Yes.
Yeah, that's number one on the tip list. Didn't have many friends, so you want probably one who's been separated from the pack in some way.
COVID.
Yeah. People isolating at home, you know, stuck there, not being able to go into school. Fertile ground. Yeah, I mean, they're not. I mean, I wasn't fertile at the age of 6.
Good.
Yeah, it's one of the pros, isn't it? What else? I was just weird. I was a very weird person, and I felt like he understood me.
Yeah. So, what you're saying is, to anybody out there that wants to find love, and they are a child, the person they should be looking for should be approachable. They should listen to you. They should put up with all your weird shit, like in crap pop music and that. And basically, they should be willing to put up with the fact that, yeah, you know, they're a bit young, but they are a bit geeky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Even I've got standards, you know.
Would I have been too geeky for you?
Possibly. But I'm not one of them, you know.
Yeah.
That's all rumours. I've never been caught, so that's it.
Does this podcast go out as a video?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to show you a picture of me when I was quite young, just to give you an idea of what we're working with here.
Have you got clothes on?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, bloody hell. You look like... What's her name? The one from Olive, from on the buses.
Yeah, I've been told that so many times.
Oh, dear. Well, no, you didn't look as bad as I did when I was a 6-year-old boy.
No, well, you were an adorable little badger, weren't you?
No, I'm a man.
Oh, are you?
No, it's a suit. It's not real. I know it looks realistic. It's no expenses spared. But I'm a man underneath this.
Oh, I was so convinced.
I'm 65. I don't think badgers live that long.
No, and this one looks like it's been hit by a car.
Which one?
There were this one here that you are.
I am an eligible bachelor. How dare you? Underneath, I look like someone's like just held a Richmond sausage over a hot flame for too long and it's a bit wrinkled. Because my father poured battery acid over me at a young age and it scarred me for life, you know. Not mentally though, luckily. I've kept my faculties.
Yeah. You seem fine on an emotional level.
What?
You seem fine emotionally.
And I'm fine!
Ah, good!
Yes! Don't accuse me of it! Or I'll find out where you live!
Oh.
Anyway, so, forget that. We're talking about where you tried to make Chesney Hawkes into a paedophile. So you wrote to him as a 6-year-old boy and you said, Chesney, I like you a lot. I'm doing a show even though I'm only 6. Will you come to Edinburgh and watch me? Is that right?
I was a 30-something-year-old woman by this point.
Oh!
So a lot of time had passed. I was 30 when I messaged him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he Skyped into the show and we asked him a lot of awkward questions and he didn't sing for me. That was like the one thing I wanted him to do. I wanted him to sing the B-side, Secrets of the Heart, to me, but it didn't happen.
Do you know any of his other songs, like apart from what was on that tape or whatever it is you had back in the day?
I have listened to his most recent album, which I think was 2016, so it's been a while since he brought out an album.
Yeah.
And it's good, it's still good. He's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, didn't he do something to do with Buddy Holly or something?
He did Buddy's song, which was a film. He did a film and he did the soundtrack to it. He was in the film.
Right.
Theme tune, sang the theme tune.
From the sound of things, you didn't have many buddies, so you probably wouldn't have listened to it.
It wasn't really aimed at me. Yeah.
No. Nah. You seem more like a hardcore gabber sort of person.
What's hardcore gabber?
All that sort of stuff. You look like you look like you take ketamine on a daily basis.
Yes, I do have that vibe about me. Yeah.
Party animal, I'd say.
Woot woot. Yes.
There we go. You've just proved it. So you met him. So that's not met him, but you met him virtually. So that's a nice resolution to it all, I suppose.
And then I met him in reality as well in the panto.
Oh yeah, you saw his tits. That was nice.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
Did you show him your tits?
No, he is married, and I wanted to be respectful. Just before I went on stage, he told me not to say cunt because there were so many children in the audience. That was nice.
Yeah. I take that was that 90% of your chatter backstage then?
Yeah.
I can see your tits, you cunt. Was that
Put your nipples away, you stupid cunt.
Yeah. Oh dear, you should put that on the Edinburgh poster. Are you still doing the show, or is it a one and done sort of thing?
The show is done now. Yeah.
But why is your love for Chesney faded?
It will never fade. He was my first love, but it's become less relevant to my day-to-day life. Sadly, sorry, Chesney.
Oh, why? Have you got new love now?
No, not really. Oh, that's sad.
What?
Maybe I need a new obsession.
Mr. Badger's available, you know. I live in a caravan, so that puts some people off. But
not me.
Ah, what about maggots coming out my dick?
I mean, they're snacks, aren't they, while you're down there?
I wouldn't eat them. I think that's how COVID started.
But maggots are basically just made of what they've been eating, right? So it's just dick meat in there.
Yeah, but as I say, I think I shagged a pangolin, you see, and I think the maggots Yeah, it's like one of them weird reactions, like a chemical reaction nobody thought of until, because you wouldn't, would you? You know, you wouldn't write that down. But yeah, I was in this Chinese wet market and it all kicked off, I tell you.
So your dick is patient 0, basically.
Yeah, well, the pangolin was patient 0.
You were patient 1 or 2.
I don't know how many maggots got there first, to be honest. But I'm immune. I'm fine.
Oh, good.
Yeah, in fact, there's not much that can kill me except for diabetes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure what the point of this podcast was. Is there anything you'd like to mention about yourself or Chesney before we leave?
Check out his most recent album from 2016. He's still relevant.
What's it called?
Can't remember.
Is it not that fucking relevant? What are you up to yourself then?
Just doing gigs and stuff. Nothing massive going on.
I might be mistaken here. Do you act as well, from what I recall?
Not really. I'd quite like to, if anyone wants to book me.
Oh, I thought you'd got acting on your resume.
I've probably put it on there so I look better than I am.
Juggling horse rider. That was just underneath. Have you got any shows or tours or anything coming up? Because I know Edinburgh is coming, but people are a bit risky over that, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm not doing Edinburgh this year. I'm back in rehearsals next week for a comedy dance show called Flip Flop, which will be touring next year.
Is it about the Conservative government?
No, it's about Mormons, actually. It's about Mormonism.
You should make a book about it.
I should. It's not like that. It's much nicer. It's much more affectionate towards the Mormons.
Yeah. Is it child friendly or adults only?
It's not that child friendly. I do burlesque at the end, so you'd see me waggling my tits around.
Ah, right. Yeah, that. Well, children have seen worse in my caravan. So
yeah, children like boobs.
Yeah, well, that's it. And my tits, I say, they've got all sorts of scar tissue on them. That really scares the children.
Mm-hmm. Do you put the little pasties on them?
I can't. They don't make them in my size.
Oh.
Yeah. And one's bigger than the other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm sure Chesney would happily join you on stage to swing his tits about with you. Is that happening anytime soon, or is that just in progress at the moment?
In progress. It'll be next year that we'll be dancing about.
So to anybody watching this, follow Stephanie on all of her social media links, and maybe next year she'll show you her tits. It's been lovely having you on, Stephanie. Hopefully, again, I'll see you in the future. We might be on a bill together, but it has been lovely. Can you say goodbye to the boys and girls, please?
Bye, boys and girls.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.